And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I should have rolled my boys, but I need that gunslinger. Alright, y'all, this is the game of the year. You locked in? Stay locked in. He tied up in wins right now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Fields. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I think he caught it.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he gets it down to the 32. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yo, wasn't Aaron Jones a superstar?
Yeah,
Aaron Jones.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Yeah, that could be a 6, bro.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's taken on the 25.
Officially,
that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
It's Mike Jordan, man. As long as you just put this in my documentary, man. No bullshit.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it, blocking it, and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down,
he could get next too, because he was talking the most shit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
He beat the shit out of him next. Yeah.
Just send that trade to me, man. Oh, I can't even accept the trade. You played your game.
Why you guys in my serious play, bro?
Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They should be live in the playoffs, Vic.
First, now
Watching the game.
10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Herbert for Aaron Rodgers. That's a good trade, Dex. You stupid if you don't take that.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's going to see us, bro.
Now Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to
leave I'm getting Jordan Love from that.
So he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Them 16 interceptions don't mean nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows.
He's going to lose first round, and then he's going to get the lead.
So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Okay, just keep running your dick sucker, brother.
There to make the grab.
Okay, I don't care what you're talking about, bro.
Extra point by Carlson.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
That's not the same team, dumb dipshit.
Following the touchdown.
Alright, anyways, all you do is talk, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Shut up.
And this will be
I'm not mad. You just always talking.
Over the end
Fuck
line.
up. What you talking is you sound
The
stupid.
Browns drive about to get started. And
You're
when
watching
they're
my
down two
screen, bro.
scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Shit when I play you.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts
All you gotta do is,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm gonna make you want to lead. Like, I'm really gonna make you want to lead the party, everything. You're gonna be mad. Yeah. I'm gonna probably make you cry in the car, bro. You really not good.
On first down, Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things.
Oh, yeah. The nigga that said he wasn't going to pay me anyway. Yeah, I remember.
The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher.
The nigga that said he wasn't going to pay me.
Change your timing.
Even if I would have won.
So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Dick's a dick sucker, you know.
Strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense is all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Browns. Jalen Guyton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Couldn't even get my 420?
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Winner go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Callaway, the return man, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Carter didn't answer the phone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime. To be honest,
don't want to play with, man.
With their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Oh, wow, Rich.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one.
That nigga breath stinky as hell.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Gibson.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Gibson again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points.
You can't beat me.
Inching their way back in.
You
Time
can't
left
beat me.
to go out and get that victory.
I never played you. When did I play you? Bro, the last time I played you, bro, was the day that you was complaining that I was running out the pocket and I was doing all this shit. I was trying to remember the last time I played you, bro.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great... And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Will Harris. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone.
Scott
in
Moore
a great spot
was the start there.
scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up the offense in great shape.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Gibson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bad, but I don't remember playing this.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He felt confident when he said it, though. Like, you got here, and he said, I'm one of those things. Thank you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And
following the interception,
it's crazy, right? Because I swear on my grandma, I was just about to say this when I played Darius. It's really hard to make niggas fumble in this game.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I was just about to say that shit.
Here's Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, the defense was so bad just now. Guys didn't throw it.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 24. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Oh, no.
Come on, bro.
And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
That's crazy,
You can almost
bro.
see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Cleveland. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Once more, Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Ooh. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Steps away to his left.
I should have put those in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Back to throw.
This
will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh my God.
And
what?
that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers to throw. He's got it to Gibson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Man, bro, they let him run out there.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle.
I can't see the
You
screen.
mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's wild.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
That was crazy.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Fucking go.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? But we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball.
How do it feel to be down in this series?
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long.
I know,
everybody.
but listen, but your words was always, I never been down to nobody, you mean? But you're down to somebody now. How does it feel to be down for someone that's down somebody, you know? You know, I ain't trying to brag or nothing. I'm just saying, how does it feel to be down? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know about that. Now that fumble was.
Yep, it was. Jock and shit.
Man.
Darnell.
That's alright, bro. You match your match now. You know, just you know what I'm saying. Get used to it. You think I ain't winning this division? See, like y'all gonna be making trades and all that shit. I don't never trade, and I'm still gonna be good. I know, but y'all going to. I already know you going to. No, I just want to
Jock
show
gotta
niggas I
play his
don't
game
need to
tomorrow.
get super teams to still win Super Bowls. I've been doing that shit for years, and I still do it again.